record something light, nothing crazy. All right, man. Nice. So, first things first, when it comes to drawing the mouth, I would say this symbolic approach to this, something like this. People will draw the top lip like this, all like pointy, or even worse, they do this. I have no idea why people draw top lips like this, but I see it all the time. Hard line through the middle here, and then kind of this semicircle thing underneath. No. This is symbolic drawing. It's always going to look flat, always going to look cartoony. A couple of things going on. Generally speaking, the top lip is going to be a bit thinner than the bottom lip. The bottom lip is going to catch a big old highlight right here. So there's going to be a nice, bright, shiny highlight right here. And look at this. The top lip is always going to be casting a very, very dark shadow. So, when it comes to freehanding, I mean, I'll be honest. When it comes to freehanding all this stuff, it takes a lot of practice, man. Okay? First and foremost, it takes a bunch of practice. Let's all start off with a horizontal line. I want to find where halfway is. Because right at the top of our upper lip here, we have this U shape. That is going to be perfectly halfway. Now look at where the lips meet. A lot of people oversimplify this and they just keep it this perfectly straight line. It's never going to be a straight line. There are slight little dips, little peaks and valleys. I'll kind of show you where they're at. Normally right here in the middle, it's going to dip down a little bit. It comes on up above the line, and then towards the corners of the mouth, it dips back down. Now this is going to be a little different from person to person. But, you know, after staring at Adele's mouth, that to me looks like basically what's going on. I may have even over-exaggerated that a little bit. It's very subtle, but it's still much better than just a straight line. And then the upper lip here is going to be a little bit thinner than the bottom lip. So right now I'm just kind of guesstimating. You know, I think that is about how wide or how tall I'll make the upper lip here. And we got this really shallow U shape. Now instead of something super round or super pointy, here at the top of this U shape, I'm just going to try and draw a very subtle curve. Does curve back down over here, but it doesn't happen super fast. It's a lot more subtle. Little something like that. This one over here is actually looking pretty pointy, so. Bless you. Fix that a little bit real quick. And then when it comes to this bottom lip, I'm just going to make sure it's a little bit wider. So I'll show you guys how I figure this out. I'm just tapping with my pencil. Tap, tap. Everyone try this with me. Tap, tap, tap. Back and forth like this. and then get a feel for that. So I know, all right, that's about the width of the top lip there, and then just go right just a little bit below that. It's a pretty straight line across the bottom here, and then towards the ends of this straight line, we have these curvy lines that go back up. And I never connect these. It's another classic thing in this symbolic approach to the mouth. People connect the bottom lip up to that center line there. I leave the gap there, just leaving the gap. So you want to keep in mind this whole area here, big old highlight. We have really, really dark shadow in this whole zone, just above the center line. Little highlights here. And then we have another super, super dark shadow underneath the bottom lip there. I mean, we could spend hours on every single one of these to try and get that photorealistic result. But, we're just practicing, so try not to spend that much time on it. It's, I guess I got a question for the group. Does anyone remember how many values you want to try and get in order to make the thing pop off the page? There's a specific number. Go ahead, Lane.
6 or 7.
Let's go, dude. Nice, yeah. We need 6 to 7, 6 to 8 different shades of gray, basically. Yeah. If you're really feeling like an overachiever, you could go for 67. That's fine. But yeah, man, that is, the eye, nose, mouth. Like normal, if I was going to start shading this, the very first thing I'm doing, picking up my 4B pencil, getting a really nice dark layer right here. I'm keeping that new tort in the vault, okay? I'm only really going to be bringing out the new tort for like the second half of my drawing. You don't want to dirty it up immediately by blending out the super dark shadows. Here's a really quick, easy trick for the texture of the lips. Instead of going left to right, when I'm blending, I just will blend up and down. And kind of like the eyebrows, eyelashes, I'm pulling some of these lines a little long, medium, short, long, long, medium. Just to give me a little bit of randomness, a little bit of variety there. We have these lines showing up across the bottom lip too. And I can start plotting these in just with my used tort. Whole bunch of these little lines showing the texture of that bottom lip. So the mouth does come together pretty fast, not gonna lie. As long as you have super dark values, few shades of gray, and then we're leaving this part of the bottom lip, like the white of the paper. It's gonna look pretty 3D, pretty quick. Anyway, that's all I can think to talk about for right now. So the rest of the time is yours. I'm gonna be taking pictures of these